Hello guys. No. Hi guys. That is so cringe. How do you say? Who's calling me? Oh, my dad. Hang on. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're just going to do a little bit of a story time. Those of you that know me know where I'm from Ghana. Big up yourself. And last week we had our Independence Day. Go Ghana, it's your birthday, gonna party like it's your birthday. Basically I was supposed to do this last week, so last week I wanted to do a whole inspired Ghana independence eye makeup look and then do like a little story time, but I wasn't able to do that, so now you're watching it a week later, and to be honest that's your personal problem. Anyway, so yeah, today instead I'm gonna just do a talk because I just feel like that's long. There's no point me doing the whole look as well. It's just like it's past it. Try again next year, try and get it on the right date. So what we're gonna do is, I lived in Ghana. I used to live in Ghana from like when I was like 12 years old to I don't even remember how old. I think I was there for like 5 years. I can't even remember how long I was there for. Like everything was just a blur. You know when you're somewhere for so long, it's like everything just kind of like just crams, like condenses, and it's just like one long period of time and you just don't remember anything anymore. So when I was in Ghana, I went to the boarding house, and I was in the boarding house for just a year, but it seemed like a flipping lifetime. So I thought what I'd do is I'm gonna start my whole living in Ghana, my boarding house chronicles. I'm recording the video, Zara.
Okay.
You wanna come and say hello? Yes, you want to say hello to the camera?
Hi.
Hi, this is my niece Zara. Say hello.
Hello.
Alright, you can go away now.
What?
What was I saying before she interrupted me? I moved to Ghana when I was 12 years old. In August. So this was literally after secondary school finished. So I just finished year 8. And I was excited, but I was still a little bit upset because I was leaving home. And obviously like leaving school, leaving my whole life behind. But at that point my parents were already there, my little brothers, and I really missed them, and I was like excited to go and be with them. And so I really didn't see it as a big deal. I've been to Ghana so many times, so I didn't really see it as anything. I just kind of saw it as like this is a long holiday, like, except that obviously I'd be living there and I'd be back every now and then. But you know, I actually never came back to London ever again after I left. My mum conned me, but it wasn't like one of those sob stories where, you know, these people find out that they just go into Ghana or Nigeria or whatever for a holiday and then they just never ever come back. And I wasn't, I knew I was going and I was happy that I was going. I just felt that I thought that I would be coming back eventually and I would be visiting at least, and I felt that okay, that's fine if I'd be visiting. But my mum swindled me. I'm not gonna lie, she swindled me. I never ever came back until I was ready to move back, until she was ready for me to move back. Moving to Ghana, it wasn't that much of a hard transition for me because I've been there many times before, so it wasn't anything. I think the hardest part for me was the school system. Everything, and obviously everything is so much harder as well in African countries. Like the level of education is so much better than here, you know. Sorry, but it is. So anyway, when I moved to Ghana and I started school, they kind of made me repeat year 8 again, well, their version of year 8, which is JSS 2. Well, I think they've changed it now to JHS, so junior high school. I think before it used to be JSS was like junior secondary school. So anyway, I was in JSS 2, which is year 8, and the reason why they put me in JSS 2 was because they didn't want to put me in JSS 3 because that's like year 9 and they were doing like the major exams and stuff, and they felt like it wouldn't be appropriate for me to kind of go there and be put straight into that kind of environment, because obviously I've just come back from I've just come from England and I'm doing it one way, and then like they kind of just throw me into the deep end to do all this difficult shit. And it was difficult, I'm not even gonna lie, it was really hard. It was so weird for me. Like, people that know me wouldn't say I'm a shy person, but I believe that I'm extremely shy. Like, I'm really shy. But like, if you know me, you wouldn't describe me as a shy person. So when I was there, it was so different for me. The only person I knew in that school was my cousin that was there. Two of my cousins that were there. So he was in the same year as me, but he was obviously in the other class. We weren't in the same class together. So there was only literally just two people that I knew in the school, and it was so nerve-wracking. In Ghana, it's like, when you're coming from another country, you're like the new plaything. Like, most of the time, well, in there anyway, I felt like it was a new plaything, because everyone was like, oh my god, the new girl, the new girl. But that's pretty much how it is everywhere else. Like, when you see a new girl, it's like, oh my god, the new girl, oh my god, I want to play with her, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And you know, it was just kind of like the same thing for me when I was there. So it was like, I had like everybody kind of crowding around me, and it was overwhelming, and I really didn't know what to do. Fast forward a year, my dad decided along the way that he wanted me to go to international school, because obviously I would be eventually coming back to England, so it would be better if I was able to do my GCSEs and my A-levels and whatnot. And so he enrolled me into international school. And those of my subscribers that went to school with me or may know of this school, it's called ICS. I don't really have anything nice to say about that school. The only good thing is the people were nice. That is it. People I went to school with, like, some people were bastards. Oh, I can't say that, can I? I don't know who's watching. So the people that were nice, obviously I keep in contact with, and the people that were, you know, real B words that, you know, I can't say the word because my mum does watch my channel sometimes. Hey ma. So I don't keep in contact with, obviously. So when I got to ICS, that was, I don't know, I felt much more comfortable there than I did when I was in the other school that I was in before. Mostly because there were so many people there that were from England, and it was like we've all been, you know, shipped to Ghana and we're all stranded here, kind of. So it's like we stuck together a bit more, and we were all called the Londoners, and you know, we had that little clique, the Londoners are coming, the Londoners are coming. But I mean, like, that school gave me so much stress. But you know, I'm not going to say everything in this video, because if you did like the story, and if you do like my stories, then you're going to have to come back to my channel and you're going to have to watch the next one. So when I started ICS, I had my other cousin was there, and also the cousin that was with me in the other school, he'd moved there as well. So it was me and one of my cousins, and from my mum's side, and one of my cousins from my dad's side that was in the school, and another friend of mine that was in the school with me, the old school with me, that was there, along with his sister that was there. Oh wait, or was he there, or was I can't even remember anymore. But anyway, his sister was there, and I had met his sister before, so like we were all like, I was all right. Like when I came, I was there with them, and I already had friends, because obviously I had met these people outside of the school, and so it was all right. Like transitioning into that school was good. Like I changed school so many times. It's been like, I think that's why it's so hard for me, and that's why I'm so shy, and that's why I find it hard to kind of communicate with people sometimes. Like once you start talking to me, I won't shut up. Like I won't shut up. But like for me to go out and actually, you know, actively try and make friends and socialize, that is so hard for me to do. And that's probably a part of it, because I've moved around so much. It's like, why not? Primary school, I went to 2 different primary schools, 4 different secondary schools, because I went to 3 different ones in Ghana. So yeah, so I've moved around so much. So obviously my first week there was actually filled with so much drama. It was so weird. I don't even understand why. So, and that's one thing that I like, that was, it was good, but it was bad about ICS. There was always something new every single day. So it was exciting, but this is the job that was stress. My first week I was there, and I remember I came in, and then my cousin came to me and was like, oh my gosh, this girl has been talking shit about you, and she didn't know that I was listening. And I was just there like, I don't know who this girl is. I've been here for a week. I don't know who this girl is. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I was just so confused. I was like, and I was so new. This was so new to me, because like, it's just like, for me, it was like, I've never been in a position where someone's come to tell me that this person that doesn't even know me has been talking shit about me. So I was really confused. I don't know what was going on. So she came and told me how this girl was talking shit about me, and this and that. I can't remember what my cousin told me exactly, but yeah, it was just that this girl's talking rubbish. And she told me who it was, and I was like, okay, well, I didn't really get angry. I was like, well, I don't know the girl, so, you know, I don't really know what else I could say. Like, I don't know her. And then I think because the girl didn't get the reaction that she wanted out of me, she decided to try and actively beef me up. Those of you that know me, like, I can be quite hot-headed, and to be honest, I get that from my mum, because if you know my mum, and my mum's also part of my Living in Ghana Chronicles Born House Stories, so you will get to know about my mum soon. Those of you that know my mum, she's not someone you want to cross. If you want to see someone that's mad, my mum will show you someone that's madder. They told me about it, and yeah, she tried to beef me, and it wasn't working, so she went out to beef my cousin. So obviously, naturally, I had to just jump in and defend her. I don't know, I think it was just verbal, and it was just like this, that, this, that, this, that. So from then on, that was my first enemy that I had made since I'd come to Ghana. Wonderful. So this girl does crop up in the story later, and do you know what? I've been talking about this story for so long, but I didn't even give you any names. So to protect the identity of some of the people, I mean, obviously the guys that know me and that watch my videos will know who I'm talking about, probably, but obviously to protect these people, I will give them code names. So let's say my cousin's name is, I can't even think of any fake names. Like, I'm gonna forget. I'm really gonna forget the names if I give their names. I might have to write this down. Let me write it down. I can't think of names to give them. Would it be bad if I just say everybody's names? I use my cousin's real name. Oh shit, no. Okay, let's call my cousin Reese. So my cousin Reese and the girl that was talking shit about me, let's call her Ella. Okay, no, that's my other cousin's name. Okay, so basically Stacy was the first enemy, and probably the only enemy I knew that, or person I knew that really hated me in the school, except the teachers. The teachers were just weird anyway. Some teachers were just, I don't know, they were out to get me. And there's a funny story as well, because one of the teachers that I really didn't like actually ended up emailing me not long ago apologizing for the way she behaved towards me. So then I was like, okay, so all that time that you guys were making me feel like I was crazy in school, I wasn't, because this woman knows that she was moving mad. But anyway, that's beside the point. Like, that's over and done with. That was ages ago. So I didn't hold any grudges. I just said, you know what, I forgive you. You know, you felt that what you were doing was right. So, you know, that's the end of it. And, you know, I'm not about to be petty Betty, even though I am very petty Betty. Let's see. So after that, pretty much everything was kind of a blur. I can't remember anything that dramatic that really happened too much. It was just like little bits of drama every now and then, and like the drama didn't really start until I started, like bad drama anyway, didn't really start until I started secondary school. I mean, until I started the boarding house. Yeah. Oh my god, okay, wait, no, I remember this thing. Okay, so there was a teacher in the school, and he was a pervert. I'm not gonna lie, he was a pervert. He was a big pervert, because he had this thing where he it was a biology teacher, so he had this thing where, oh wait, no, let me not Actually, I don't care. Let me talk about this. So he had this thing where like he would always try and hug me, and I like hug other students. I know, but like I'm like, I don't play that. Don't touch me. You know, like I don't. Why am I hugging my teacher for? Like, if I didn't hug him, and obviously like if I'd seen him and I didn't hug him and I didn't respond to him, then he'd punish me once I was in class. So it was really confusing. So one day I remember one day I walked into class, and then he sent me out of the class, and I was so confused. I was like, what did I do? Like, I walked into class at the time that we're supposed to be in class, and the guy sent me out straight away, and I was so confused. And like, he literally just had it in for me after that. And I remember there was another time when we were learning about something, and I opened my book to the page of the topic that we were learning about, and he sent me out of the class. And I was like, what? I was so confused. Like, it was so confusing, and I actually had to snitch to my mum. So my mum came and showed him that she's mother. I feel like I've just been going on and on and on, and my story has no plot. Like, what I'm telling you guys has no plot. That's how I feel. So anyway, guys, that's the end of my stories. Part 1, Chronicles Living in Ghana. So, I mean, I know that I felt like I was rambling a lot, so I don't really know, like, if this story is gonna make sense. But you know what? For you guys, because I love y'all, I'm going to write down my stories so it has more structure, and I'll revise it so I can tell you guys like I'm just telling you from my memory. I'm really not though, but you know, I mean, the sentiment's nice, isn't it? If you guys enjoyed this story, like, comment and subscribe.
Check it out. Check it out. Bye bye, sweetie hat. Mwah.
Till next time. See y'all later.